G'day guys, and welcome again to Pure Property Investment One-on-One. I'm joined again today by Andrew Fu. Andrew is the principal of Apex Wealth. He's also a financial planner, and that's probably why I've got you in the studio today, mates, is to probably talk a little bit more about property investing, property investors, as well as insurance and protection. Now, when I say that, I don't probably necessarily mean landlord's insurance, building insurance, and other things that may fall into that general space. It's probably more about protecting the individual investor and how they can make sure they're insured correctly, and maybe not even over-insured, to make sure they've got the right insurances in place to protect their wealth and their position.
Yeah, that's a great point. When people are looking to purchase their investment properties, they don't think about what could happen. They don't think about the worst case scenario. They think, okay, we're going to get this property, this is how much money is going to come in, it's going to grow over time, and that's great. But unfortunately, life doesn't work like that. We're susceptible to illness and injury as we go through life, and that's where insurance plays an important part, because you can build your wealth and that's great, but we've also got to look at measures to protect it. So that takes into account life insurance, total and permanent disability insurance, trauma insurance, and income protection. Yeah. They're the four main insurances that we deal with clients to help ensure that their family and their assets are protected. Now, it all comes down to cash flow as well. I mean, insurance is a preventative measure. It's great to have it, but we don't want it to break the bank. Yeah. So there are ways that we can structure the ownership and how the insurances are paid for, depending on the client's situation and what their cash flow is like. Yep. So whether that's through super or a combination of inside super and outside super, we can definitely look at all those avenues.
Good points there, mate. And I think some of the key aspects is insurance isn't there to just make money for the insurer. Realistically, your role is to say, well, what do you currently own? How are you currently insured? And then from there, how can we make sure that you're protected adequately without obviously getting unnecessary protection, and making sure that it's cost effective. The other part too is that's there to protect you. Now, you might have assets which are cash flow positive, and you might say, well, if I've got potentially from my side of things, my income goes down, or I'm permanently disabled, or I fall ill or lose my job, or whatever comes with that, that particular property might not be the one that needs to be protected, but there might be other aspects as far as life insurances and all these other succession planning insurances, which for the most part, people just don't think about because you're not aware, you don't know what you don't know. And I think part of that is really understanding, where do you currently sit, what kind of protection do you currently have, and how can we make sure that you have protection in every place to make sure that if for whatever reason the unforeseen arises, you don't have to sell everything to mitigate and claw back those options. And I think for me personally as a professional investor, one thing I always want to make sure, both for myself and for my clients, is that if we are buying a property, the out is not to sell everything. The out shouldn't be to liquidate. The out should be to say, make sure you've got the right concessions in place to say, if this happens, you've got this. If that happens, you've got this. You plan to make sure worst case scenario is understood, and over the long term, you achieve the better outcome than you would, but you've got the protection. You can sleep easy knowing that all that's in place and it's been put in place by the right person with the right skills. A lot there to probably think about, guys, and I think if you don't have, or if you've got a question mark right now, think about, I don't really know what insurances I have and how they protect me. Give Andrew a call. His details at the bottom of the screen, as well as us. You can give us a call at any time for any reason as well. Our contact details are at the bottom of the screen, and you can get in touch with us anytime. Look forward to catching up with you soon, and take care. Cheers.